Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to a very special rendition of the Anthony Around Town Show, the best darn talk show in Elko, Nevada. I'm your host, Anthony Crosby. In case you're just checking us out for the very first time, this is the weekly show where we just hop online as an Anthony Around Town community and talk about some awesome people, places, events, and just overall different topics that go on around here in the Elko County community. We've been doing this specific live show for a little over a year and a half now. We started this at the beginning of January 2018, and you guys have just been, a lot of you rather, have been just cruising along with us every Monday night since then. And to that, I say thank you. But, you just never know where there's going to be a new face in the crowd, somebody who just wants to hang out, and they're, of course, always welcome. And if tonight is your first night checking out this live stream, then again, you picked a very great time to do so, because today, October 19th, holds a very special place in the hearts of us here at Anthony Around Town, because it's this day 3 years ago, back in October of 2017, October 19th, 2017, when the official Anthony Around Town website went up. That's right. If you're doing the math and kind of playing the, keeping everything straight, then that would mean, you guessed it, today is the 3rd anniversary of AnthonyAroundTown.com. So, of course, gotta break out the good looks for this. This is a special occasion, so you gotta flex a little bit, gotta get the drip going. Boom. How's that look? Looking fresh with that hat? Yeah. 3 years, guys. 3 years of sharing stories, making videos, recording podcasts, writing blogs, and getting to know people. Man, I just can't believe it. It's crazy because today, just like any other Monday in particular, crazy stuff to do, stuff to go, gotta figure this out, spent a lot of time dealing with boring hard drive stuff on my computer because I got a lot of editing to do this week. We'll talk about that later, but I think right now, as I'm sitting before you, honestly, I'm kind of honestly getting a little emotional because I haven't honestly taken really any time today to actually sit and process the fact that, been doing this for 3 years. Honestly, this isn't, scripted or anything. It's just kind of hitting me right now. So I guess before we get anything, I just have a lot of thank yous to say. The biggest thank you being to you all out there who've been with us, maybe even since the beginning. I went back and double-checked before I went live, and the first blog, because we originally, if you didn't know, Anthony Around Town, right now we do podcasts, obviously live streams, edited video content, and we still do our blogs, but when I originally started, it was just the blog. I think maybe I did like once or twice a week just to throw it out there, and I'll talk more about the background in a second. But I went and checked, and the first blog went up on the 20th of October back in 2017. It was with a photographer over in Carlin, and I guess I should thank her, Candy Anderson, for being the first person to ever sit down with me, because nobody knew who Anthony Around Town was. Nobody knew what that was, and I just got a hold of her some reason and was like, hey, do you want to do an interview? It's for my new website. Nobody's ever seen it before, never everybody heard it before. But do you want to talk about your business? Do you want to talk about your life? So big thanks to her. But anyways, 3 years. Maybe some of you have been with us since the beginning, and if so, I just got to say a big thank you. Well, I guess wherever you came along in with the ride, maybe it was 3 years ago, maybe it was when we started to do more video content, maybe it's when we started this live stream show back in 2018, maybe it was when we started putting out the podcasts at the beginning of this year, maybe it was because we did an interview with somebody that you knew, and you're like, oh, hey, I know that person, what's this this website all about, and you've been with us since then. Maybe it's only been last week. I know we get several new, especially on Facebook, new Facebook followers every single week. So maybe just last week you saw the fact that we sent cameraman Matthew up a giant tree, and you're like, what's that all about? Let me check this out. And maybe you've only been with us for a few short days. Regardless of how long you've been with us, I really do have to say thank you, because honestly, the fact that so many of you, and I do mean a lot of you, not even just here in Elko, all around the world, dozens of countries all around the world, want to take the time on a weekly basis to read what I have to write, to watch what I have to put out. It just blows my mind, and it's very humbling. And honestly, like I said, I wasn't expecting starting the show talking this much, but I really do feel like it's just now hitting me, the fact that, I've been blessed enough because of you all to do this for 3 years. And I'll be honest, we'll just get super real. There's times when it's hard. It's times when I take for granted the fact that I get to do this week in and week out, and I ho-hum about it. But I just couldn't imagine doing anything else, honestly. And I just say thank you so much for making that possible. And I shouldn't take for granted the fact that we're at year number 3. I mean, maybe year number 1 should have been it, but 3 years, man, 3 years. This is a live chat, so feel free to use the live chat throughout the evening if you want. Marie says, congratulations on 3 years. Thank you, Marie. Couldn't have done it without our awesome viewers, readers, and supporters. Tammy says, happy 3rd. Appreciate it, Tammy. Thank you very much. So that's the first thank you I want to do. Second thank you I want to do is to the businesses in town that help make Anthony Around Town possible practically. I guess I told you that the whole thing started just with like a once or twice a week blog back in 2017. And it just kind of took off pretty quickly. And so in 2018, the summer of 2018, I was able just to kind of, I guess, turn it into a business, if you will, and kind of put together a business model and see what it would look like to make a living at blogging and content creation. And that's kind of been my main. And I've had other like smaller side jobs since then for different reasons. But basically, my main thing on my resume right now is, owning and doing Anthony Around Town. And the only reason, besides you all who support it week in, week out through just consuming the content, the main reason why we're able to do that is because we just have had, over the course of the last 3 years, many fantastic business partners who come alongside of us, who believe in the AAT, who support the vision, who think it's healthy for the community, and who think it's good for their businesses overall. Without them, I'm sure I would still do it, but it probably wouldn't be to the context that I'm doing it now. So definitely have to say a big thank you to those businesses. Before I start pulling up logos, I didn't pull their logos, but big thank you to, well, first we're going to say B3 Glass. B3 Glass out in Spring Creek. Big thanks to them, because of the current business supporters of Anthony Around Town that I have now, they are my longest standing. We've been partners with them for, like 2 years, maybe a little bit longer. So the Bogues, Callie, Jason, thank you so much for just believing in me all those a couple years ago when we talked about bringing you on, and for sticking around all this time. And then in giving your friends involved, are some of our newest partners over at Duke's Diesel Repair. Got to meet them over the summer, and it's just been great having them around. So that's why, if you guys wonder why I have a random mirror behind me in the studio, and you're like, what is that for? Is Anthony so vain he can't go an hour without looking in the mirror? It's because that mirror behind me represents our good friends at B3 Glass, and by extension, Duke's Diesel Repair. So all of your window, siding, glasswork, mechanical needs, hit up those 2 businesses for sure. But we got some other businesses, and usually this is the time of the show where we do like scripted sponsorship ad reads, and I kind of plug them professionally. But 3 years, man, I just got to speak from the heart. I don't have my script. We're just going to do this off the heart. Denise Bradshaw over Bradshaw Law, you've been with us since the spring of this year. Denise, Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your practice has just done for a lot of people here in town, especially when it comes to just getting their just due and what's fair when it comes to personal injury stuff. And we've been reading just some comments that people have left on your Facebook page, and just nothing but positivity. And I just know from talking to you from time to time that you're a big supporter of AAT, and I just want to say thank you so much. So that's Bradshaw Law LLC. Thank you. One of our newest sponsors, short-term sponsors, because this sponsor came in to kind of get some promotional stuff for this election season. With that ending in a couple of weeks, that'll kind of go. But still, got to give some love to Kristen Hill for District Judge Department 1. It's actually the first time we've had like a non-business business partner, because obviously hers more as a campaign. It's running for elections, and so we just try to get that communication out there, just like any other media site. And so I guess, Kristen, thank you so much and your team for coming alongside of AAT and for seeing the value and promoting your message on social and digital media. And I guess we'll just have to see what happens in the election in a couple weeks. We don't get political here or anything like that, but if Kristen wins, then she chose to work with the AAT. Her opponent didn't. I don't know if that factors in. We'll have to see. So thank you, Kristen Hill. Next, we have the Sandoval Mesa team, Angela and Beth, one of our other newer sponsors. Thank you both for coming alongside realtors in the community. We have some fantastic realtors, and we worked with several over the last year or two. And it's always just great to meet some more who really do care about the community first and foremost, who serve people well, and who always just have a big smile on their face. And that's just the both of you. So we haven't known each other long, haven't worked with each other long, but I definitely do appreciate both of your hearts for, again, like I said, mostly the Elko community. You really do have a passion for this area and aren't just trying to profit off of it. You definitely want to see it grow and thrive and succeed, and I think that's just evident. And I know that I haven't purchased a house with you. Maybe you guys keep supporting Anthony around town. We'll see. But I know if we did work with you, I did work with you, or if anybody worked with you guys buying a house, then that integrity would be there, and that trust, that sense of trust would be there, because you guys definitely just put a lot of effort into everything that you do, and that's just super transparent. So thank you both. Next, I don't want to even just call these guys business partners. These are friends. Sometimes in life, you just come along some people who you just know have your back no matter what, and you just see them as really good friends. And sometimes they just happen to own a business, and so partnerships work out. But that's the case for Two Bows Designs. My good friend Cassie and her husband Brandon are just special people in my life. I've known them for the last couple of years, been through a lot of crazy stuff, stayed up way too late having crazy conversations together. Definitely love and appreciate them. But they actually, Cassie in particular, her business, Two Bows Designs, there are merch people. So she's designing some cool stuff coming soon. She put together this sweet shirt for me. And so if you guys need anything like that, whether it's graphic stuff for printing, or home decor, or just design work for a mask, or your business just needs some swag, then I definitely recommend hitting up Two Bows Designs. And I'm gonna get ready to tease this next business real quick, because this is a big one. This is a cool one for this week in particular, because if you've been with us, you're like, Anthony, wait, what the heck? Like, you have another business to talk about? I've been watching it for a little while, and you went through all the normal businesses that we hear about. Well, we got some cool news, but let me read this live chat real quick. Denise says, happy 3 years, son. You chased your dreams. Oh, that is from my own mother. Appreciate it, Mom. Thank you for many phone calls when I give you a call and I'm like, hey, should I keep doing this? This is insane. And you always have those encouraging words. So thank you. Christina says, happy 3rd. Thank you so much, Christina. Thanks for watching the stream. And, if you enjoyed the content, I appreciate you just checking it out. But yeah, so yes, cool news for this week. We have a special birthday birthday / Townsie week, and we'll talk about the Townsies in just a sec. Yes, it is Townsie week on top of our birthday week. We have a special new business partner who's coming alongside of us to really help celebrate this week and make it big and make it grand. And we're very, very excited to announce them tonight and to say that we've officially brought them on for a bit. And that is our good friends over at Scoreboard Casino Restaurant out in Spring Creek. Yes, you can give them a big round of applause. We're glad to announce that we're working with them in a couple of cool particular ways that we'll talk about in just a second. But very thankful for them. I think having them come along is just really going to make this week even bigger and better than I originally thought. Maybe even last week before we partnered with them. So Spring Creek, here's the thing. You guys have some sweet stuff out in Spring Creek. We're not going to deny that. But did you know you have a pretty legit spot out there in the Scoreboard? You guys been out there? Spring Creekers been to Scoreboard Casino? Oh, what's that address? 259 Spring Valley Parkway. You been there? Because I live in Elko, so I don't. I admitted this last week. I was talking to the CEO of the operation, and I was like, you know what? I don't get out to Spring Creek enough. We obviously do a lot of content in Elko. And we did some stuff in Carlin a couple weeks ago, but I need to get out to Spring Creek more because they're still Elko County. There still needs that Anthony around town representation. So we got to figure this out. And so we were putting everything together, working out the deal. Went out to Spring Creek, checked out Scoreboard. I think for the first time. I don't think I'd ever been in there before. Maybe like once randomly, but for the first real time, and that place is nice. It's legit. And I'm going to go back there several times this week for some stuff we'll talk about in a little bit. And it's legit, not going to lie. So if you guys, Spring Creek, have never been in there, just at least stop in and check it out because it's pristine stuff over there. And one thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to our friends at Scoreboard, because they're kind of, like I said, helping us make this week really cool, really awesome, really special. So I definitely wanted to spend some time highlighting them is this. And I made a mistake of not eating dinner, and I knew I was going to be talking about this tonight, but c'est la vie. So we're going to go to the Scoreboard's website. And again, you see their address, 259 Spring Valley Parkway. There's their phone number, all that. But we're going to go to the Dine Online option. So we're going to click that. And we're going to go down. And we're going to look at these barbecue selections because they have a sweet barbecue promotion going on right now. So let's just check this out. We can scroll down, and we see just some tasty stuff going on down here. What are those? Baby back ribs. Let's just read these descriptions and let's just really sell it, okay? Dry rubbed, slow cooked, deep fried, and lightly seasoned. My stepdaughter, she's learning adjectives in her grammar classes. And so she's always like, Dad, what's an adjective? And these guys, they know their adjectives. Dry, rubbed, slow cooked, deep fried. Yes. What they got? Half chicken? Oh, Dave said you read that right. Half chicken. Half of a specially seasoned roasted chicken. Dang it, I should have eaten dinner before reading this. Smoked tri-tip dinner, a true Western favorite. Hand rubbed, then pit smoked until juicy and tender. I love their descriptives. And look at those prices. Those prices are legit too. And then gotta have the brisket. Come on, man. You can't be talking barbecue without the brisket. All right, what do we got? Hand rubbed with a special applewood seasoning, then smoked for 10 hours right here at the Scoreboard. 10 hours of smoking. So they're not just throwing this in the microwave and calling it good. They're putting some TLC into those briskets. All that stuff going on, and then you can make it family style. You can see their add-ons. You can see the sides. All that stuff is right here on the menu. They got it all. You guys can go check them out online. My mouth is literally watering. I'm not even just saying that to promote them. Literally, no joke. My mouth is watering right now. And that is our good friends over at the Scoreboard Casino Restaurant. So, Elko, not just Spring Creek. Spring Creek for sure. You got to represent your spot. But Elko, looking for some sweet barbecue this week, head over to Scoreboard, and then, of course, let them know that your friends at Anthony Around Town sent you. But that's not all you're going to hear about them throughout this week. We're going to be doing some other content with them out there a little bit later, but let's see what Marie says. She says, maybe they can deliver to you now. I wish. Oh, that would have been so nice if I would have planned that. That would have been so nice. But alas, I didn't think about that. So definitely thank you to all of those business sponsors who who come alongside of us and help make this thing happen practically. I just can't thank them all enough. And I don't have delicious barbecue from the Scoreboard. I wish I did, but I don't. But I do have a little cake. I went and got myself a little cake to celebrate this 3-year. The lighting's kind of, I don't know. You can tell what it is. There you go. That's not too bad. Hold on. Let me get a thumbnail shot. There you go. That's the cover photo right there. I forgot to bring a lighter. Again, this episode of the stream, a little less scripted, a little less prepared, because I just really wanted to get on and speak from the heart. And because of that, I forgot practical stuff that I should have brought for the show. So we're just going to pretend that this has fire on it. And I think it's time to sing happy birthday to Anthony Around Town. Not me. It's not my birthday. It's Anthony Around Town, which belongs to all of us. And so if you're watching this right now, wherever you are, maybe you're on a road trip, not watching this while you're driving, but you're the passenger and you're streaming this now. Maybe you're in your room. Maybe you're taking a hot bubble bath and you're streaming this in the hot bubble bath. Maybe you're at work and you're on your phone when you probably shouldn't. I won't tell your boss. It's all good. But I think we just all together, no matter where we are, if you're watching this live or later in the week, just need to give Anthony Around Town a little happy birthday song. And hopefully Facebook won't copyright strike this, but with my unique singing, I doubt the bots will even recognize it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Join in with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. One more time. Happy birthday to you. Yay. I'm not going to eat that on camera, but happy birthday, AAT. Man, it has been a crazy 3 years. Over the years, what have we done? We've talked to so many people. We've talked to chefs. We've talked to stay-at-home parents. We've talked to hot air balloon pilots. We've talked to snowmobile riders, snowmobile repairers. We've talked to sanitation workers. We've talked to artists. We've talked to musicians. We've talked to clowns. We've talked to coffee shop owners. We've made our own coffee and had it named after us. Gosh, we have done so much over the last 3 years. Come so far. And I was actually thinking about how far we've come over the last few years before we started the show. And I was curious because I haven't seen this in a long time, mostly out of embarrassment. But out of curiosity, and, I thought it'd be nice to bring up on the show, I went back and I looked at the first video that myself and cameraman Matthew ever made for AAT. Now, the first blog we ever made, I brought that up, and it was a good blog, and I could edit that, and it's fine. But the subject matter of that just made it so easy. It was good. It was fine. Not that big of a deal. Yes, I got to bring this up. On top of all the things we've done for AAT, Maria says we've drank too many pecans. Yes, forgot about that video. Yeah, I don't remember that video as well as others because I was kind of getting sloppy on pecans. And so a lot of that video I had to live through the editing process because I don't remember a lot of the actual filming of it. But yes, that is correct, Mary. We did do that. But anyways, I went back and looked at the first video we ever did for AAT, and I'm just going to show you guys. I don't know how many of you even saw this when we did this, but it's embarrassing. We showed up, we did our best, we worked with what we had, but this is the first video content we ever did for AAT. Check this out. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Anthony Crosby here from Anthony Wellington Garden Inn, the Garden Grill and Bar, Iron Horse RV and Resort Park, and Relay for Life. Today we're here at Cool Beans with our friends Christine and Katie. Katie is actually the manager of here at Cool Beans, and so we just wanted to hop in and kind of check out what they're doing. You guys didn't see it, but before we got here, they were playing around with this really awesome ice cream cookie combination that maybe you'll see in the future. Maybe? Yeah, okay, so keep your eyes on that. It looks really, really good. But yeah, so why don't you guys tell us a little bit about what you guys like doing here at Cool Beans? Do you like working here at Cool Beans?
It's an awesome place to work. Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun, especially with ice cream and everything. So coffee's always fun.
Cool. What do you like about working?
I personally like the hours just because I'm a mom.
Yeah.
So I can come to work and still have plenty of time for my kids. And she's an awesome job.
Cool.
It's really fun.
Awesome. So you guys are kind of known in the community for doing both an ice cream, coffee fusion thing. You guys are big on both.
Yes.
So we'll go with each of you. We'll talk to you about coffee. We'll talk to you about ice cream. So Christine, what is your favorite coffee mix?
I actually have been digging the Americanas lately.
Okay,
Americanas.
Americanas.
The espresso that we get now from Collective Coffee Roaster.
Yeah.
Is really good.
Awesome. All right. And then, why don't you tell us a little bit, Katie, about your favorite ice cream? What do you like? As the manager, this is a lot of pressure, so what do you think?
A lot of pressure. I'm definitely a butter pecan person.
Fancy, okay.
And it's a really good milkshake.
Yeah.
And we're also trying out, like you said, we were working on some ice cream sandwiches, so we might have those here.
Awesome. Cool. Anything you want the viewers to know about you guys down here at Cool Beans before we sign off?
11 to noon, happy hour, buy one, get one free.
Okay.
So every day.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Katie. Thank you, Christine. Thanks, everybody, for checking this out. Again, this is Anthony Crosby from Anthony Around Town. We'll see you around, Elko. There it was. That was the first video we ever did. So many things with that. I mean, obviously, our guests, impeccable. They were awesome. Our good friends over at Cool Beans. They were champs because, again, that was like at the very beginning. They probably didn't even know who I was. Maybe had a few blogs out at the time, and then we were just like, hey, can we film you and ask you some questions? And they were game. And cameraman Matthew too. So like we filmed that, I think, on my phone. He obviously did a great job. I'll talk more about him in just a second. So it's not him, but so many things about me. I mean, so I had this branding idea back when Anthony Around Town started, to where I would wear, you saw like that sports coat jacket thing I was wearing in that video. I had a thing where I would wear that everywhere. In every single video, I would be wearing that. Like that would be my thing. Ditched that pretty quickly, but so I was wearing that for no reason. It was the middle of summer. Didn't need to be wearing that during the day. Rookie mistakes all around. Audio quality not the best. Video quality as far as practical not the best. I'm turning like this, asking them questions, facing away from the camera. Rookie move right there. I'm pretty sure I botched really bad the sponsor read. I think I said their names wrong. Just so many different things. But you know, you got to start somewhere, and we started there, and we kept building and to where we are now. And obviously, you know, we're still learning and growing and trying new things and improving our equipment and getting better at editing and all that sort of good stuff. But I just thought it was interesting when you guys see our newer videos coming out this week. Kind of keep what you just saw in mind and just see in the last 2 years how far we've come with that. So that was just kind of fun. But speaking of the guy who helped me make that, cameraman Matthew, he's not here right now. He just needed a night just to chill. Mondays could be butt kickers. You know, we've all been there before, but still want to give him some love. Man, I remember sitting in the back of my minivan in the parking lot by the city park. We were doing something and we were just chatting, and I was like, hey man, like I have this idea for this website. I think it's just going to be out spotlighting Elko and the people, and I just kind of laid out my whole vision, or at least what it was at the time. And right away he's like, yeah man, like you just got to do that. That sounds good. Always super encouraging. And for the last 3 years he's just been with me doing the thing to where he helps me practically make the videos, or he does the live stream with me, or he just runs by ideas, or heck, sometimes he even is stars in, content now, like we saw last week when we sent him up that tree. Super thankful for him. Could not have done that without him and his dedication. Some other people who I consider part of this team. We have Nicole, who's my podcast co-host. She came in this year, and we reshaped a lot over the summer. Long story short, we had a big vision for Anthony Around Town over the summer. It was going to involve a lot of different things that honestly, it just didn't work out. Just things kind of just fell through. But one of the people I didn't want to kind of slip through as we were having to kind of pivot away for some of our ambitions over the summer was Nicole, because we just have really good rapport and chemistry, and she just really passionate and articulate about life. And so thankful that she was able to stay on board, and we kind of retooled things to where now she's my podcast co-host. She's been fantastic. You guys, if you've been following along for a while, Nay Merrill. She is an editor for her site, That Grammar Gal. She has just always been an instrumental part of AAT, teaching me a lot about writing, and she used to even be a personality on the live stream before she moved. So I always, even though she's not here practically, and again, this summer kind of changed a lot, I still thankful for her and consider her a part of this whole operation. And again, just so many of you out there who just constantly sending me messages and encouraging and sharing the posts and interacting with them. Cannot just say thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely want to give you that recognition. But I think there's a lot more people in our community besides just the AAT crowd who just deserve some recognition too. And I wish there was a annual video event that came out all about giving people the proper recognition and spotlight. I wonder if that'll happen. Oh, wait, actually, we here at AAT have something like that. Have you heard of what's coming up this Friday? It is the second annual, sorry, I forgot my lower third. The second annual Townsie Awards happening this Friday right here on Facebook, our YouTube channel, and just the main site, Anthony Around Town, is where you could watch that. The actual recording of the Townsie Awards is going to be taking place at our new friends location, the Scoreboard. We're going to be there Wednesday evening. Me, myself, and Nicole. Oh, wait, I said myself twice. Me, Matthew, and Nicole. There we go. The three of us. We're going to be at the Scoreboard Wednesday evening recording the Townsie Awards. And actually, Matthew and I are going to be at the Scoreboard tomorrow recording a video that'll come out Wednesday. That'll be a lot of fun. And then the Townsie Awards will come out Friday. So if you want to come down, hang out with us at the Scoreboard, have some of that delicious barbecue we talked about, we'll be there tomorrow evening and Wednesday evening, just so you know. But okay, so what are the Townsie Awards, just in case you have no idea what I'm even talking about? So last year, long story short, we came up with this video idea to spend an entire, however long we needed to, amount of time celebrating people in our community, whether they were just an awesome grocery store clerk, whether they were just an awesome street cleaner, truck driver person, whether they were just a great neighbor, a great friend, a great professional at their job, a great business owner, a great mom, a great dad, whatever. We just wanted to give some recognition to some people, because there's a lot of people in our town who need recognition and who just don't fall into some of the categories that some of the other media outlets who do like awards and recognition and stuff do. So we wanted to open up to anybody, because I think everybody has an awesome story that deserves celebrating. So what we do is we just ask you guys to write in names of people to us, either through our email, anthonyaroundtown@gmail.com, or just DM us on social media, of people who you think need that spotlight, who deserve that shout out. Again, it can be literally anybody that you guys think is legit. We want to know those names. We still got tonight, and we still got tomorrow, if you're depending on when you're watching this. We're not shooting the actual video until, again, Wednesday evening. So you have some time. keep sending in those names because we want to give shout outs to as many people as possible. We already have a good amount in, but we'll keep taking them, especially you, Carlin. Carlin's been coming out fierce with the shout outs. Carlin's definitely on the let's give some people love train. I love to see it. Elko, Spring Creek, let's go. Give me some names. Let's celebrate people. And then we're going to just do that thing this Friday, the Townsie Awards happening. So this is why this week is so big. We're celebrating our birthday today. We'll put out a fun video on Wednesday with our new partners at the Scoreboard. And then Friday, we'll put out the Townsie Awards video. Man, so much awesome stuff going on here. I just am thankful to be a part of it and thankful that you guys want to be a part of it. But seriously, keep sending in those Townsie Award names, and we'll make that happen this week. Well, guys, we did it. 3 years of Anthony Around Town. What does the future hold, you wonder? I have no idea. Again, when I started this, it was just a little hobby. I didn't know we would turn into all this. Hold on. I forgot somebody. Our good friends at NV Off-Road. Because when I did all this, I'm like, wait, we're in a specific location. We're in the NV Off-Road Business Building at 1430 Stitzel Road, Suite A. Gotta give Justin and the boys some prop because without them, we wouldn't have our studio space. They let us come in here every single week and do our thing while they go out there and they do their thing by just making sure your power sports vehicle is just up to peak performance and perfection. So if you have a side-by-side, motocross bike, snowmobile, whatever, you bring it back down here to NV Off-Road, 1430 Stitzel Road, Suite A. Justin and your boys, we love you. Glad I didn't forget that. But yeah, didn't think we'd be here at NV Off-Road when I started. So I don't know. So I always just say, as long as you all, the Elko community, Elko County, just continue to support this and enjoy it and share it and like it, then I'll do it. Because ultimately, I tell every single person this especially when I do a blog interview with somebody, this is how it always goes. I sit them down and I say, even though this is going on to my site, I'm here to serve you. Because the story that you're sharing with me, it's not my story. The information about your business that you're putting out to the community, it's not my information. Your background and your perspective on things and your experiences and all that stuff, it doesn't belong to me. You are giving that to me to steward, to turn it into something that can be shared with your neighbors. But it doesn't belong to me. And that's how I feel overall about Anthony Around Town. Anthony Around Town, our little, I don't know if you can see, our little slogan is content from culture. And that culture comes from all of you. It comes from all of us. It's not my culture. It's not my, sometimes I regret putting my name on the business. I wish I would have called it something else, mostly because I hate saying my own name all the time. I think it just sounds pretentious. But it's not mine. It's your all's. So as long as you all want to support it, as long as you all want it, then I'll just keep serving you, keep serving this community by doing this. And so that's ultimately how I feel about the future. So could be for 3 more weeks, could be for 3 more months, could be for 3 more years, could be something I pass down to my kids. I have no idea. But I'm excited to continue doing this with you all until whenever. Let's go to the live chat. I hear popping. Connie says, congratulations. Thanks, Connie. Sorry my hat's fallen, but I appreciate you. Thank you. Josephine says, congratulations. Have enjoyed. Thank you so much, Josephine. Appreciate it. And she just said, enjoy it. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I hope you all have enjoyed it over the last few years. Because again, it really, really does mean a lot. But if you want to be a part of things in the future, maybe you're just getting on board now, just seeing this live stream. This is your first time with AAT, then welcome. Here's some things that you can do. I would say go first check out the main site, anthonyaroundtown.com. That's where all of our content is housed. That's the big daddy right there. Go check out the website. And then I would recommend doing what a lot of you have over the last couple of years. And that's joining our email news list. So basically what happens is you give me your name, you give me your email on the site, either by hitting stay connected at the top of the site or just by chilling, and a little pop-up will come up asking if you want to join. You give me that info, just those 2 pieces, And then every single Monday, what I do is I send an email out to all of our subscribers just with links and directions on how to check out the content that came out the week prior on Anthony Around Town. So you just get the email, you see, okay, he put out a video, he put out a blog, he did a live, blah, 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 and then you just decide what you want to read or listen to. So really cool way to stay in touch. So just go do that on the site. That would be cool if you'd like. Social media as well. We're all over social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Anthony Around Town. It's all over there depending on what you want to check out. So just make sure you follow us, subscribe, do what you got to do on all those different outlets. Email is anthonyaroundtown@gmail.com. That's anthonyaroundtown@gmail.com. If you have somebody who think would be a cool person to be interviewed for a piece of content, or you want to work with us in some way, you have a Townsie award submission, whatever it is, anthonyaroundtown@gmail.com is the best way to get a hold of me and do that. Okay, I heard a couple more pops. Let's see. Oh, Maria was just saying hello to Josephine. So hello to you as well, Josephine. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are cousins? Oh, nice. We got a couple cousins. This is a family event. Oh, all right. See, this is what Anthony Around Town's all about, bringing family together. And with that, that's going to get ready to do it for us on this rendition of the Anthony Around Town live stream. We got a new video coming up Wednesday. That's a lot of fun. We have the Townsie Awards coming up on Friday. It's going to be a good time. Make sure you stay tuned. And until next time, we'll see you around, Elko.